This is Sunday morning, about a block from Hard Rock Stadium. Tyreek Hill thrown to the ground, handcuffed, detained for allegations of speeding, reckless driving, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, look, it's a bad look for the police. They immediately launched an internal affairs investigation. One of the officers has been put on what they're calling administrative duties. And if there was any doubt, because Tyreek Hill doesn't have the most pristine reputation, we know that.
Yeah.
But when Calais Campbell, a former Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, walks up in an attempt to de-escalate it, and he gets cuffed and cited for failing to obey an officer's order. God forbid, we don't obey to the letter an order from an officer. God forbid we exercise our freedoms.
You're allowed to talk to an officer and not get arrested.
That I think puts it in a different context.
Right.
When a guy like Calais Campbell,
Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Right. When he gets cuffed and he gets cited, something weird's going on here, and they're already investigating. They've reached out. Drew Rosenhaus told me this last night in advance of Football Night in America. They've reached out to Tyreek Hill to get his cooperation as part of this internal affairs investigation. Yep. They're considering all options, including litigation, and we'll see how it plays out. And let's just get to the truth. I hope it's not going to be. I hope it's not going to be. All the body cameras weren't. We don't know why they weren't activated, but they weren't activated. Let's have all the evidence and let's see exactly what happened, and let people make their decisions.
We'll see where it goes. And again, I'll stand corrected, but as it stands right now, it seems like it was a case of DWB, driving while black. Okay, that's what that seems like. And the way that Drew Rosenhaus has talked to you, and the way Tyreek Hill answered questions, it obviously seems like that. And I believe I'm with you in your Calais Campbell thing. So I don't know what went on there. And if I'm wrong about my DWB comment, I'll take that back when I'm on here next time. I don't know all the facts, but it certainly seems like that right now. I mean, craziness there. Craziness. To be thrown on the ground? Why? Because he probably said, why are you pulling me over? Or whatever. Who knows? But the thrown on the ground and handcuffed for that? That's craziness. That's craziness. So, yeah, not a good start to Tyreek Hill's first Sunday of the NFL season, but it ended better.
Well, it ended a lot better.
Yeah.
And despite having that kind of trauma, distraction, issue, just everything that you go through when you have an interaction like that throws you off your game, it didn't throw him off his game. 7 catches, 130 yards, and a touchdown, an instrumental part in the turnaround that had the Dolphins down 17-7 and on the ropes.
Deep crap.
Here is Tyreek Hill after the game talking about what happened before the game.
So I've been trying to figure that out too. Man. Right now I'm still trying to put it all together. So I'm not gonna give you a version that I still don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to be able to use this platform to say, like, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, bro? Like, worst case scenario, because it's crazy. Like, I want to be a cop one day. I got a state trooper hat, all that, so I got a lot of respect for cops, man. But obviously, everybody has bad apples in every situation, so I want to be able to, use this platform, to figure out a way to, like, flip this and, make it a positive on both ends, on my end and then also Miami-Dade, so that way we can team together and, do something positive for the community, because that's what it's all about, bro. Like, you guys are here to, like, protect us as individuals, and I have a platform, and I want to be able to team up with you guys. So that's all I got to say. I'm just glad that my teammates were there to, like, support me in that situation, because I felt alone, and when they showed up, it made me realize that we got a good team this year, dog, for them to put their life on the line. You know what I'm saying? So it was amazing to see, man.
Mature response from him.
And some have struggled to reconcile what he said about trying to turn it into a positive for everyone. And Drew Rosenhaus telling me last night that his lawyers are considering all options and litigation as possible. But here's the reality. Regardless of what you are seeking through litigation is an external means of holding people accountable. It's how you investigate things that otherwise might be hidden, might otherwise be buried, might otherwise get lost. Oh, we can't find that document. We can't find the body cam footage. Oh, it wasn't turned on. Whatever bull crap you would get when you are dealing with a court system and the power of subpoenas and court orders That's how you get to the truth.
Right.
He could donate everything he gets to charity. It's not about the money.
Right.
It's about the accountability that comes from being able to go to the civil justice system. And that's why they call it civil. It's not shotgun justice. We are doing it in a civil manner. We're going to get to the truth. And I hope he does sue if that's the way to get to the truth.
Well, yes, you're exactly right. It is about that. It's not like he's going to like you said, get money. It's about these are the steps that need to be taken to get the police department to look into it a little bit more and start to self-investigate and do all that stuff. So that I understand. And, again, it's an unfortunate incident. I'm sure he wasn't perfect in the situation, and I think he realizes that. But from all due accounts here, and I think you and I know enough people in Miami and whatever else, so we'll start to hear her stories. It doesn't seem like he did anything enough to be thrown on the ground and handcuffs, excuse me. So that's the bottom line. But hopefully it's all in the past and it can all get cleared up. But
let's get to the bottom of it. Let's find out what it was. So they, I don't know what it is. You give somebody a gun, you give somebody a badge, and he's right. There are some bad apples, there are some good apples.
There are a lot of good cops, but there's some of
I don't know what
trip.
it is. That I think it attracts people who want to be that way.
Seems very Scotty Scheffler golf tournament.
But I want to be, I'm kind of an asshole, and I want to be an asshole. So give me a gun and give me a badge, and I'll have a license to be an asshole.
Yeah.
I feel like that's part of the mindset. For some of them.
I knew a guy that I grew up with, and again, I know a lot of cops, and all of them are great. But to your point, bad apples, they're everywhere. I knew a guy that I grew up with, became a cop. I go, hey, how's it been to be a police officer? The first thing he told me was, well, it's pretty cool. I get to mess with people and people and do that. I was like, whoa, that's great. Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear from our police. But no, most of them, all of them are great people and do a lot of things. But there are some on a power trip, and I think we just caught one there yesterday. So that's unfortunate.
One more from Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Because this is a different, unusual situation, and I don't want to give it short shrift. I want to make sure we've heard everything we need to hear. Here's Tyreek Hill talking about how what happened before yesterday's game gave him extra motivation to perform the way he did once the game was played.
Like I said, I was in my hubby phase, driving to work, feeling good. Then when all this happened, bro, I got turned up. I was pissed off, bro. On the sideline, I was teed up, bro. Today is the first day I really blocked somebody. I pancaked somebody today. Number 91, 6'8", pancaked him. I did that today, man. So I was fired up today, man. And I needed that. I needed that, man. Because sometimes I can get lazy, I can get this and that and get boring. Because I'm I'm fast, I can run by you. And I need that. You feel me? So it is what it is.
Hey, and it wouldn't be easy for anyone to put that behind them. Something you never expected, something that just kind of happens. Next thing you know, you're face down on the ground. There's one video that someone sent me. It looks like he was walking by and a cop hit him in the leg. I still couldn't see it clearly, but hopefully we will get a clear understanding of what happened, what caused it, who perceived what, who said what to whom, why it escalated to the point that it did, how Calais Campbell got involved. I would like to get to the bottom of all of it. And as I said earlier, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, there's too many lawsuits and they hate lawyers. It's usually the people who don't like being held accountable that say those things. Let's use that system to get to the truth, because that may be the only way to get there.
Yeah, I hear you there. We'll see where it goes, and I know you'll stay on top of it there, Johnny Lawyer Guy, too. So you'll be on it, and hopefully the situation gets handled the right way.
Hey, this is the kind of case that makes me wish I was still practicing law, because I'd like to sink my teeth into this one.
You might block somebody on the football field.
No, just you.
Okay.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.